Mhm. Let's see here. Verse 29, Jesus answered him, the first of all the commandments is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. Yeah. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart. Yes. And with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. And the second is like, namely this, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these. Now, let's say I'm to love my neighbor as myself. Yeah. And I found out that you were using forgeries to issue court orders. That's not very good for my neighbor. It's not very good for my neighbor anywhere in the United States. Let's say that you kidnapped my sons. Yes. You got paid to make shows. Yes. You decided to torture me for the last 8 years. It is not good for my neighbor what you did to me. See, these two commandments, right? The one is I'm loving the Lord my God with all my heart, mind, soul, and strength. But the second is namely this. Now I went outside today, and it's kind of a nice day. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice to be able to hold the hand of somebody? Yes, and walk down one of those paths that we have, that we spent all those taxpayer funds making, or you can ride your bike, or you can walk, and you can just appreciate the beauty around you and have a nice, quiet conversation. Yes. Now I thought maybe Marilyn would like to go for a walk with me so that we could talk as two adults. Yes, about why my sister was in a picture in a Rotary newsletter. Oh, and then why Mike Van Proyen was getting all my mail for the last 8 years. Yes, and why it was I was arrested so many times. Now, when you think about loving your neighbor as yourself, yes, there's this thought of walking. Yes, because I've had to walk for the last 8 years right now. Now, the interurban. Why don't you give me every bike trail? Yes. And all the walking paths? Yes. In all the cities and counties? Yes. Just take a little satellite. Follow along the path and just go to one side and the other, one side and the other. See, I used to live in a fifth wheel. Yes, you did. At 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. Yeah. Now, I thought somebody had sold that because when I was looking on Zillow, yes, it looked like there was some private ownership, of what used to be a church property. And then I thought that Mike might have changed the marriage certificate of Marilyn. Yes. So as to convince Mara Lee, his manufactured look-alike of his spouse. Yes, he did. Now, there's a possibility that those in the family got the idea that they're loving themselves, but they're not loving their neighbors. But my thought was, if I was loving myself today, yes, I would love to go for a walk and talk to an adult, yes, about my situation and her situation. Yes, he would. Now, last night I had this experience of laying on the bed watching television. There's the possibility, yes, that I might have some genetic children that were made from my genetics, that possibly my wife didn't swallow. Yes. And somebody got it in their minds that we'd make all these little boys and girls that happen to be my biological children. Yes. Now, I gave the example that I'm planning on living in a five-star hotel that probably has 500 to 1,000 rooms. Yes. And I'm going to manufacture a bed that fits myself and at least 10 large-breasted women that have a little tummy fat. Yes. But it's possible that it would fit 15 to 20 little boys and girls from the ages of 2 to 5 years old. No, no. And as stupid as it sounds, if I was to love myself as I love them, yes, he does! I would say, who gets to the bed first? Yes, the large breasted women that volunteer to make the babies. Now he doesn't. Or all the little boys and girls that think they can get the baby from those women.